I am so excited for this video, not just because it's manga news video, but honestly, hopefully the lighting looks differently. I was gifted a new light and I'm trying it out today, so I'm really excited for that. Hello friends, happy Monday. Very excited that you're here. Really excited for all of we have anime and manga news this week and we have some really exciting things to talk about. But again, I'm just so thankful for this new light. I hope the lighting looks okay. I was trying to play with it. It has a lot of different features. It's funny because I didn't realize it had like all these cool rainbow features. Me and my daughter were just experimenting with it just a few minutes ago and it's really cool, but it doesn't really pop up well. I think if the room was darker and then I did it, you could see all the different colors. But for now, I'm just doing the plain white one. So if that gifter, anonymous gifter is watching, thank you so very much. Hopefully you're like, yeah, it makes a huge difference. I definitely appreciate how big it is and the setup of this one because with my other light, I had to like sort of rig it, honestly, and it's very complicated how I rig it. So it was just really exciting to be able to set it up so easily. I do have the light closer. I feel like it's making a difference, at least of how bright everything is, but it's really hard to tell for some reason for me, so I don't know. But again, thank you so very much. I'm really excited to use it in these videos going forward, and goodness, if it showed up the rainbow effect, it would honestly be perfect for this first bit of news I want to talk about. Because if you are a fan of Sailor Moon and you've wanted to see the musical Sailor Moon that they've like promoted in Japan, guess what? It is coming to North America. Yes, Sailor Moon, the Super Live. It's been announced. Tickets go on sale January 31st. I will leave a link down below as well as everything I'm talking about. But if you want to see the dates of when everything is, it appears to be from March to April 2025. And there are a variety of places that they're coming to, though my friends and I were talking about how many dates there are for Texas and how there's a lot of shows and performances going to be there. But this feels like such a win for North America and us being able to get this and be able to go see it. I've seen a few people tweeting, they're like, I'm taking the day off. Honestly, I wish there was a place that was like a showing closer to my state that I live in, but sadly there's not. So I'm going to be living through everybody else. And if you can go, I hope you have the time of your life because the promo image that they have, so incredibly cool. So incredibly cool. It's just going to be amazing. It's just going to be amazing. And I decided to share that first for today because it's not really manga or anime per se, but it was too cool not to share, you know what I mean? And this next bit of news, as we dive into the anime, I personally was so excited. So we got the Twisted Wonderland anime announcement, several weeks ago? Very excited. No announcement if it's going to be like airing in, North America, the US, because it's going to be airing in Asian countries on Disney Plus, but hopefully the US, that we'll get it too. But the reason I bring up the Twisted Wonderland anime is because it was confirmed today. It was confirmed that the original voice actors who do the voices in the game are going to be doing the anime. And I was like, thank you, because y'all, I don't know if I could seriously watch the anime if they had different voice actors for Riddle, Ducey, my best boy, Ace, Cater, Trey, all of them, even Crowley. Like, I don't feel it would hit the same because I'm like, that's not that character. That's an imposter that's talking like them. So I was so excited. Shout out to my friend Jess putting this on my radar. Very happy we're having the original cast come back and do the anime as it should be. Hopefully that continues for the duration of all of the books for the game as they turn it into an anime because again, that's the only way. And I'm thankful we have that confirmation. Speaking of confirmation, I don't know if I talked about it. I feel like I mentioned it somewhere briefly, but the Two Perfect Saint, we got a manga license as well as a light novel license from 7 Seas. I think the light novel digitally just came out or is going to be coming out. I feel like I saw a promo from 7 Seas here very recently, but both of these are coming out within the next few months. I think the Two Perfect Saint comes out in March, the manga volume 1, because I do have it on pre-order because I was very curious about this. And then then we have the anime, and it's been confirmed with the first key visual at that it's going to be airing in April 2025. I am really excited. I like this promo image that they're sharing. I'm curious to know how this story's gonna be, especially since this girl on the right, she is the Two Perfect Saints sister. And I'm like, please do not fall into the category of bad sisters. Can we have a good sister? I mean, I know that's not gonna change the story for our saint here because her fiance is still gonna sell her off to a different land, but hopefully she genuinely loves and cares for her sister. Like, please, please. I guess we will be finding out more either via the light novel or the manga or when the anime when it airs. Speaking of airing, I was really excited for this. I've seen a lot of mixed feedback online, honestly, or mixed reactions, but With You Our Love Will Make It Through just got an anime adaptation decided, and I think this is a huge win. I know everybody is not necessarily into furry stories. I'm not a huge furry reader myself, but I did talk about this in my December reading wrap-up and how much I really enjoyed this because I read it digitally, and honestly how I wanted to get this physically because I just love the themes so much in volume 1. I think it's really good. If you're curious for more of my thoughts, be sure to check out my reading wrap-up video I did. I'm excited to see what comes from this though. I was really happy to see that there were some people genuinely really excited, and there wasn't just like, why is this the one shoujo that's getting an anime? Like, please don't be like that. Even if you're not happy, let's have some positivity here. And so, this is not a forced positivity. I am genuinely excited for this, and big congrats to all of the people who saw this news, and it was a huge win for them. Thank you to my friend Nicole for sure. Really excited to see and hear more information about this anime. Now, this anime news I was not expecting, but apparently there's going to be an Alice in Wonderland movie called Dive in Wonderland, and we have the key visual as well as a teaser trailer. And let's focus first on this key visual. I love it. I have actually never read Alice in Wonderland, but I've definitely read a bunch of other things inspired by Alice in Wonderland, but I really love it. I'll be very interested to see how this movie creates its own twist on the Alice in Wonderland story. I'd just be really curious. I think it looks really cool. The animation looked good from the teaser that they shared, and if I can, I'll leave it linked in the corner so you don't have to go to Twitter to watch it or anything, but I'm excited. It comes out August 29th. It's saying roadshow. I don't know what that means because it says nationwide release scheduled for Friday, August 29th, so I'm not really sure why it's called roadshow because nothing is saying that it's a roadshow, but still excited and wanting to hear more information about this. Hopefully we'll get in the US. Since it's Alice in Wonderland, I feel like our chances are high, you know what I mean? Even though I don't really know anything else about what it's about, but it looks really cool. It looks really cool. Now we'll go into the manga section, which has just as much as exciting news as the anime. Though this first one, for KMANGA, they have announced that they added a new title to their lineup or to their website / app, and that is Penguin and House. We do have this physically. I have read volume 1 long time ago. I can't remember if this series is complete or if it's still ongoing. I haven't seen any like recent manga volumes for it, but I remember volume 1 being very cute. If you love penguins, I think this is a fun manga that you'll really enjoy. Though I did get pretty irked at the main character. He's just so lazy. Or if it wasn't laziness, he's just so messy. And this little penguin goes around working so hard and diligently and cleaning after him. And I'm just like, little penguin, you need a break, buddy. I do remember having beef with the guy. Love the penguin. And even though the guy was super kind, I'm just like, can you do a little bit better for our penguin buddy? Yeah, so if you're interested in checking it out, it does say the first chapters are for free, so I'm assuming we have several of them. But y'all, let me tell you, I can't believe I just forgot to bring my glasses with a Chance of Delinquent volume with me. I was like, Laura, make sure you showcase it because it came out this past Tuesday, or last Tuesday, excuse me. Loved it so much. Have a first impression video coming this Friday, and also stay tuned if you haven't gotten your copy yet and you would love to read it physically. I'm actually teaming up with a wonderful friend. She is doing a giveaway and I'm going to be like hosting the giveaway. So if you want to enter to win a physical volume, stay tuned for my Friday video. But I bring this up for 2 reasons. One, I want to tell you about the giveaway. Second, I want to tell you that Glass of Chance of Delinquent is physically released in English as of last week. But I guess the third reason is that it was shared with the latest volume 8 of Glasses coming out in Japan, which yes, yes, I do have mine on its way to me because I'm a nerd and I need all of the classes volumes, English and Japanese, but they mention with the release of this volume, over 650,000 copies are in circulation, have been sold, and I'm so, I guess should say sold, it doesn't say in circulation, that can mean something different, I feel like, but yes, over 650,000 copies have been sold. I am so excited, and I know that number is just going to grow with now the English volumes being added. I'm like, yes, yes, I really hope that everybody that has been reading glasses or has gotten glasses, that you have deeply loved it. I can't tell you how excited I have been for every single tag. So if you get a copy, please tag me. Let me celebrate with you, friend, because it has just made my day. And I'm like, please let everybody love it and enjoy it just as much as I do. And if you don't, it's okay. It's okay. But I truly do hope that everybody loves it. And going back to KMANGA, if you're like, well, I'm sort of unsure, this series is on KMANGA. You can try this first several, I'll say volumes, can't try the volumes, the first several chapters for free to see if it is your cup of tea. And I really hope it is. Oh my goodness, talking about cup of tea, talking about that, oh, the Saint's Magic Powers Omnipotent Volume 10 has released in Japan, and I am so excited. I love Sei. She is amazing. I do have a review up on this channel of this series. It is amazing. I don't talk about it enough, but I deeply, deeply love it. And I was so excited to see that Volume 10 is out in Japan. And not only that, but I went to Amazon. I was like, oh, I wonder if we have a pre-order date. Yes, we do. We have an English pre-order date for, I think it was September 2nd of 2025, and I am so excited. I feel like it has been forever since we've had a new volume of this series, and I got into the series late. It's one of those series that I loved it so much that I really held off reading more volumes because I knew I was coming to the end, and I usually don't do that. I just dive in regardless of how much is left, but I'm like, man, this is an isekai I really, really love Sei. She's amazing. So I had to share that volume 10 of the manga, it is coming. We're getting a new volume and I cannot wait. I should have mentioned earlier that I guess saying that I'm sprinkling the English and Japanese manga news all together as in case with this manga that I'm going to talk about, and I will just show my physical copy since I do have it. It is this manga here. I do not know how to say it in English, but I will leave the title here. I got this, or I was interested in this originally because when I look at the characters, it reminds me of Nina in Azor from Nina the Starry Bride, and I was like, oh, my ship is sailing. I'm really happy about that. Though when you go through this manga and you look at it and you read it, aka like me looking at pictures, the story is completely different. There's no similarities in the story, it's just the character designs, honestly. But the reason I bring this up is because this was in the annual Renta Award, and it won for 5th place in the New Girls Works. And I was just thrilled. Very, very excited because I'm hoping that Viz or Yen, 7 Seas, somebody is going to license this series in English for me because I want to know what it says, because I have loved the art so much and the characters, they all seem really, really interesting. This is I'm hesitant to say enemies to lovers romance, but from what I gathered, this is an arranged marriage and she's not necessarily happy about it, but as she gets to know him, she is falling for him, starts to fall for him. I think, at least I'm getting that impression. They do have some really soft moments, but they do where she's crying, so it's not all happiness. And it does seem, but there, look, here's a moment right here, but it did seem like there's this one girl, or this lady right here. She seems bad news, honestly. I thought she was going to be good news based off when you first meet her, but then she took that mask off and that was it. And I said, oh man. And look, I wonder why they're sleeping together like this. And they seem so cute. And I'm really, really excited that it got 5th place in the Renta Award. Oh, look at all these moments. I'm so hoping. And if you were hoping that they would kiss, unfortunately they do not. But you know it's going to happen. You know it's going to happen. It better happen. It better happen. So wanted to share this because this is on my manga wish list. And again, I'm just really, really hoping somebody picks it up. I think as of right now, it only has 1 volume out. And based off of what other manga were part of the rankings and that you could vote for at the time originally, that seems to be a really big deal because most of those series had several volumes out. So for her only to have 1, though I feel like volume 2 is releasing soon or already has, but maybe not not, because I haven't seen any news, because I do follow the creator, because it's like one series I want so bad. I want so bad. But yeah, again, hopefully we get it. And just, I wanted to celebrate that win of getting in 5th place when there was like 40 different nominees or something like that. There was a lot. So that was a huge win. Speaking of huge wins, oh my goodness, has anybody else seen Iosaki Saka's manga covers for her new series that's ongoing? We're going to talk about it. I'm going to share it right here. Looks so beautiful. You know, I feel like every time she has a new series, like her art just levels up, and I don't even know if I could put words on why I love these covers. Like, I feel like these are some of my favorite covers that she has done thus far. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I really hope that somebody licenses series sooner rather than later. Please don't wait for this series to end. You can just go ahead, pick it up right now, and just release the volumes as they come out in Japan. That would be wonderful. I know I've talked about before, but I didn't really love Sakura Saku. Thought about coming back to it for sure though, after hearing what people have said, especially after volume 6. But this series, I feel like I'm going to love. I love the concept, because from what everybody's been saying or I've seen is that this young woman here, she has this guy friend, but supposedly he's not real. Why can nobody else see him, but she talks to him like he's real? And so it seems to be this sort of story in the beginning. Maybe, is he real? Is he not real? And what exactly is just going on? I love the premise so much. And so I'm really hoping we get this sooner rather than later. I definitely just feel like it's a matter of time, not if, just when. Again, hopefully here soon, because it looks beautiful and I want to read more. Now, thankfully with this next bit of news, if you're like, well, I want to read something right now, I've got something for you, though I feel a little bit bad. This is not shoujo-sei, but if you are a fan of Gyru's, no Gyaru in this class is on the Manga Plus app, Manga Plus website. I have briefly, I think, talked about it, featured it at some point on my channel. I've only read like the first 3 chapters. I loved it. I loved it so much. So much so I actually went and started following the creator on Twitter. I wanted to keep up with updates, and I was really shocked to find that at the time, this series wasn't even physically published yet. And I'm like, why? Why? It is so sweet, so wholesome. It's about I would say two kids, but 2 teenagers. The young woman, or the female lead and the male lead, both of them, they had a good middle school life, but they felt they were sort of drab and they really wanted to change and have a different high school experience. So based off of their reading of manga, our female lead decides to become a Gyaru because of how happy they are and upbeat and how they have plenty of friends. And the guy decides to become like this punkish person. And both of their plans and all of their earnestness backfire on them, because the Gyaru girl is so outgoing and people are sort of intimidated by her, and then the punk guy is the same way, but they both have hearts of gold and they're so sweet and precious. I loved it so much. This is one of the few shonen manga I would love to see get licensed in English. I really think if you like You and I Are Polar Opposites, I definitely think that you would like this one. It is very different than You and I Are Polar Opposites, because our main leads are not opposites. They are very, very similar. But I think if you like that series, I definitely feel like you would, or at least strong chances are, you would like this one. And so cover reveal time here after I have rambled. Look how pretty she looks. I love the blue. I love the pink hair. I love the background with the yellow. Everything about it just looks amazing. And when I read Sensei's tweet, they're like, here's the cover. It's going to be released February 4th. And if the book doesn't sell well, the series will end in the blink of an eye. So if you want to read the rest, please buy it. I'm like, Sensei, no, please don't be saying about the series ending. No. We don't want to hear that. So I really, really hope that it does well. I definitely need to actually download the Manga Plus app so I can keep reading, because I loved what I read so much. And I don't like that thing where you have to go download the app to read more. Like, just let me read it on the computer, please. And let's call it a day. Let's call it a day. But yeah, definitely check it out. And again, I hope we get a license for this as well. Now, these last few will just be English cover reveals. And I'm so excited for the first one. And that is On and Off Work-Life Imbalance. Look how great it looks. I really love the Japanese cover for this, and the way that Square Enix decided to do this in English, I think is great. The pink font is a little bit different, but the black font or text of Work-Life Imbalance captures, as well as that number 1, captures the original Japanese logo or cover design, I should say. Wait, not cover design, font design. There we go. That it captures that. And so I am happy. I'm happy. I loved what I read on Manga Up, and I'm really, really excited excited that we have this in English. Looks amazing. I definitely want to pick this one up. And while this next one, I don't plan to pick this up, I wanted to share about it because it is a josei manga and I just think it looks cool. And that is Detroit Become Human Tokyo Stories. I believe this is based on a game, but the cover here just looks awesome. Though that guy on the right, eye and the scar, like something doesn't look right there, but I love the cover. It looks great. And I have heard good things about volume 1. And I think one of my friends that I follow on Twitter said that you don't need to play the game or have any experience beforehand or knowledge of it to enjoy the manga as it is. So I might actually look into it because I am very curious, just like I'm curious about this last one. And that is Merry Witch's Life. This is going to be a josei manga as well, coming from Tokyo Pop later this year. Look how cute this cover is. I love it. I just think it's really cool. I always love when we have yellow covers or orange covers, especially. That is my favorite there. And I think it looks really interesting. It's about 3 women who are witches and they are widows and they are not ready to depart from their or have their beloveds depart from them. So it mentioned about how, what did the blurb say? Because I thought it was pretty on point. From spells that go hilariously wrong to uncovering the secrets of their new country home, this story of romance and friendship is truly magical. So I'm really, really curious about this. Really excited that we're getting more josei manga, specifically from Tokyo Pop, and that they're doing, it seems, the manga justice because it looks cute. Though I think this is going to be a really hard-hitting series, potentially, maybe. I don't really know. But that is all the news that I have for you, friends. What a wonderful week of news. I'm always really, really excited to share, and I hope that you found something really exciting. Are you looking forward to any anime that are going to be coming out later this year or next year, or any manga? Let me know down below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!